Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm NZ Cloudist, and today I'm going to make the Keeper from Evil Within. Okay, to start this project off, I have a armature which I bulked out with some tinfoil. I'm going to coat it in a layer of clay. I'm going to start on his boots, blend them into the legs. Prepare the hands, just cutting off the ends of the arms and adding on the shape that's needed to make the palm. Now I'm going to start adding on a bunch of folds and wrinkles to make his overalls look very baggy. Okay, now that all the bits of clay have been stuck onto the body, I'm going to start blending them in, like so. Okay, just finished that up, and now I can get to a part that I don't really enjoy that much, and that's, well, adding on all the fingers on his hands. Go add on a bunch of wrinkles onto his latex looking gloves. I'm trying to get that look on them. Go add the make the boots look like that they're not part of the overalls. Now I can make his apron. I'm using the end of the scalpel to add on a bunch of wrinkles. Now I can add that strap that's attached to him, and this strap will be holding up this massive metal box that's weirdly attached to his back. Okay, the first part of the sculpture is done. Now I can chuck him into the oven for about 25 minutes. On average. Okay, now I can start working on his head and backpack. Now, the head is, if you don't know about this character, I know absolutely nothing about him, but what I could see in the reference photos is that he has, well, a safe as a head. Finishing up both safes, now I can start working on this massive bag that seems to contain a lot of sharp objects, because in the reference photos there seems to be a lot of, I'm assuming, hooks sticking out of the bag. I'm just going to attach this to him, and now they can bake for the second and last time, and then we're now onto painting. Oh no, my mistake. I'm going to be adding a bunch of wire around his head and backpack. This is actually a lot harder than it looks, and it actually took me, I think, about 12 minutes just to do the head alone, because the wire, it kept falling off, it wouldn't stick. I was kind of frustrated, but I got there in the end. I just had to glue everything onto the head itself. Okay, now we're on to painting. For the first coat of paint, I have a dark blue, which I'm going to paint in one coat, and then after that I can add on a dark wash. Just applying on the wash that I was talking about a few seconds ago, like so. Okay, now I'm on to the fun bit, which is dry brushing. If you don't know what dry brushing is, it's when you saturate your brush in a light paint color, then you rub off as much of it as possible, and then you brush it across the surface, and the paint will go onto any raised bits in the clay, which gives it a lot of dimension. Alright, go and paint his apron a yellowish white. Same with the latex gloves. Okay, go add on a very light brown, washed on top of it. Now I can start painting his bag. I thought it was going to be difficult enough, but then this happened. The bag broke off, but on the bright side, it made it a lot easier to paint. Okay, now the fun part. I'm going to make everything look a bit dirty. I'm going to add on some blood. Now I'm using this technique to make it look like a blood splatter on the apron, just like in the reference pictures. Now I'm going to start painting the safes, starting with his backpack and then moving on to his head. Okay, once everything's set and dried, I can start painting on, well, more dry brushing on, some silver on top of it. I'm going to do this to both the head and the backpack, and then I can dry brush a little bit of a rust color. I made this color with a little bit of copper and brown paint mixed together. Give it this really nice looking rust effect, just like the character in the game. I'm pretty sure it's a game. Alright, now the part I've been waiting for, assembly. I made his weapon off camera. I'm going to glue that into his hand. Now the backpack, glue that onto his back, obviously because it's a backpack. Now the head, just going to glue that on, and now he is finally finished.